Our life.
Yeah, what is the color of the Bashim, Kodash, the abundance to the apostles of Great Millstone? Shalom to all the brothers in the Iowa Bible preaching this word in sincerity and in much honesty. The Shapar.
Rakabash.
Yeah, and what we're gonna do is basically take this thing from the foundation of what's really going on now. Over the years, a few years back we do a series on the Agenda 2030 and sustainable development, and even the ID system that was pushed here in Jamaica, the NIDS
from 2011.
From
2011.
Yeah, so we've been on top of this information from back then. Now seeing that this coronavirus pop up now, it seems fitting to bring out back some of the key players surrounding this agenda, and how them about to bring it across, how the coronavirus play into that, because under Agenda 2030, you have major countries across the world basically supposed to come up with a digital identity, by a certain period of time. So you have I think we call ID 2020.
ID2020
Alliance, basically, which basically they're supposed to bring in a digital identity for everybody on the planet. Which basically they're gonna use the blockchain technology, because we're going to all of that, in previous videos, to get this thing across. But all them gonna pun it to the people, they was going to use certain events to pun it to the people, and this coronavirus is such event that can be used to get people to get this ID, man.
Right.
And this ID will come in the form of what? A microchip, man.
Right. I would say the narrative starting to be pushed.
Yeah.
First from them say that using paper currency is a way of transmitting the virus.
God.
So a lot of companies, start push for cashless and contactless, transmission of currency instead of using cash. And then now recently, as the Elder Pastor Ramlab said, Bill Gates, said that they're gonna tie the vaccine with a digital record. You see me? So we see that it's tying right into the narrative that will be
disruption. The support outage there. But as I was saying, there's a massive shift basically going on now. As I notice, you have colleges doing lessons online. You have many other services basically move to online service in the height of the coronavirus scare. And this is not coincidental or accidental. This is planned, because what really need to happen now, them can push the whole digital identity. Now that everybody is going online to do everything online, so you need the blockchain technology now to chip in concerning that ledger system, where basically them can create a digital profile on everybody. Where basically them can run all these systems online. With the security, and efficiency that they basically promise that the blockchain system is going to bring. So this move for everything going online is, as we say, it's not coincidental. It's pre-planned with this virus scare. Now, I bring up something.
Oh, let's check to see the live accessible.
No, not only that. As we are going on now, we are going on the ID, and all the ID tying in the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. All right. So the first article I bring out is from biometricupdate.com, and it was actually posted September 20 of last year. All right. So ID 2020 and partners launch program to provide digital ID with vaccines. All right. The ID 2020 Alliance has launched a new digital identity program in its annual summit in New York, in collaboration with the government of Bangladesh, Vaccine Alliance Gavi, and new partners in government, academia, and humanitarian relief. Right. The program to leverage immunization as an opportunity The established digital identity was unveiled by ID 2020 in partnership with the Bangladesh government's Access to Information Program, the Directorate General of Health Services, and Gavi, according to the announcement.
No, this was done from what? 2019.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is before the coronavirus. You know what I mean? So it's intentional from before the coronavirus to get the ID system in with the process of vaccination. You know what I mean? And the ID system, we're basically talking about this ID 2020. If I do the research concerning ID 2020, it come all the way around back to the chip. You know what I mean? If I do the proper research, because it's going into the that digital identity, we're basically gonna tie in with the blockchain technology.
Right.
You know what I mean? So with proper research, you realize that you're gonna be given a device, man. You know?
Right.
So everything is working out perfectly, in accordance with what's going on now.
Right.
So it's good time now for bring out the ID, know that the virus is out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. And here we have an article that's even further back. This is from medium.com, and this was posted March 28, 2018. Immunization and entry point for digital identity.
Okay.
Right. With World Health Day around the corner on April 7th, we'd like to bring attention to the intersection of global health and digital identity, and specifically the opportunity for immunization rates to scale digital identity amongst the most hard-to-reach children. Right, so it says globally, an estimated 95% of children receive at least one dose of a vaccine. This number is staggering. No other public health intervention reaches more children and impacts more family. That's why it's a perfect opportunity, because it's already a widespread practice. So if they can merge digital identities with vaccinations, it's an easy fix, Right, it's an easy fix.
And you can see it's pre-planned, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? It basically is something that them already have in mind to do. To bring out a digital ID with this vaccination thing. Now that you have a virus, now we have the need to vaccinate people.
Right.
You know what I mean? So globally, and a massive vaccination campaign is going to take place, and it's going to come with digital ID. Because how you going to do this efficiently? How you going to do this without with keeping good records, and good tracking of the people who basically get vaccinated or not get vaccinated without properly identifying the people, quantifying the people, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because this is what's going to happen. They're going to use AI systems, because counting people manually, it's not feasible. You know what I mean? So for do all that work, they need to put you online that AI system can properly monitor what's going on, man. Because you can't depend on a human being for 100% track monitor every single individual upon the planet, man. So you have to be online. You know what I mean? That's perfect. Records can be kept, and that's what they are doing now. They're gonna shift to that new system. A lot of you people don't know what's coming, man. You don't know what's coming, man. A new system is coming, which basically is not gonna be in your favor, man. And we're in the midst of the transition right now, and I'm about to bring this thing up on you people, man. You know what I mean? We've been speaking about it for years, and now it's here, man.
Right. So this is findbiometrics.com, another article on the same thing posted on September 19th of last year. New ID 2020 project to build biometric ID program around infant immunization.
Right.
It's a ID 2020, a public-private alliance aimed at supporting the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal on universal identity.
And if you're for every country in the world, you know what I mean? The buzzword sustainable development, you should hear that. In Jamaica, you continuously hear that something there. Over the years, we've been hearing about sustainable development, because guess what? All these nation leaders, when they go to them UN meeting, man, them get a mandate. Yeah? The agenda is Agenda 2030. It started from Agenda 2021, which basically was Maurice Strong, that's the way name. You know what I mean? Them around Rio de Janeiro, them come up, them bring it out down there. You know what I mean? So them just readjust the name from Agenda 21 to Agenda 2030.
Right.
You know what I mean? From the agenda to the 21st century to the agenda, so them cut it short. Yeah, the scripture tell that the devil know that him have a short time. So the short time now is between now and 2030. All things to be achieved. That's what they are saying. You know what I mean? So guess what? Things gonna accelerate like a bitch.
Right. So they might look for different ways where them can implement that digital identity. Right. It's we are implementing a forward-looking approach to digital identity that gives individual control over their personal information, which really and truly what it does is give them control over personal information.
Yeah.
Right. It's 89% of children and adolescents without identification live in countries supported by Gavi, right, which is one of the private companies that might use to push this. We are enthusiastic about the potential impact of this program, not just in Bangladesh, but as something we can replicate across Gavi eligible countries, providing a viable route to closing the identity gap. Right. And now we jump to the present scenario. Right. So this article was posted recently, right, on globalresearch.ca, right? It's March 12th. It said the coronavirus, COVID-19 pandemic, the real danger is Agenda 2020. Right? What is the agenda? What is the infamous ID 2020? It's an alliance of public-private partners, including the UN agencies and civil society. It's an electronic ID program that uses generalized vaccination as a platform for digital identity.
Right. So this is no conspiracy, man. We've been following the UN mandate for years, man. Basically, what they are saying, what they are going to do from Agenda 2030, man. You can go and research Agenda 2030. There is nothing hiding. The UN basically have a website to basically tell you the goals of Agenda 2030. You know what I mean? So when you see things like them here, like the corona pop up and a year, I'm gonna say, a vaccine, them gonna vaccinate everybody and try to give them a chip. It's I don't know, far-fetched thing. It's a conspiracy theory. It's a conspiracy fuck. You know what I mean? Because we've been following these men plans for over years. I know something when them hide. You know, it's not the way them hide, man. You know what I mean? So, hey, look, man, this
self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yes, yeah.
As Yashawama keep saying,
See
me. All right. It's this has been on the drawing board for years. The final decision to go now was taken in January 2020 at the World Economic Forum in Davos. Behind very closed doors, of course, the Gates, right, which Bill Gates is the head of that shit, Melinda Gates, Gavi, right, Rockefellers, Rothschilds, and so on. They are all behind this decision, the implementation of Agenda ID 2020. Right?
The mark of the beast is here, man. They're about to mandatory implement the chip, man. Why mandatory? Because public safety.
This vaccine.
From this coronavirus, man. So they're gonna scare you like a bitch that you can get the chip, man. And this devil that stepped down from Microsoft, you know, although Microsoft is one of them who basically fund ID 2020, the digital ID and the blockchain technologies, man. You remember when they read the article one time I tell all of the people who basically fund it? You know what I mean? So this devil right here.
Yes, one of the key minds behind it, yo.
And I was saying before, you know what I mean? When you have a livestock and you're going to kill some of them, you're gonna call the earth, as they would say.
Take inventory.
Yeah, you have to have an inventory, man. So they're gonna number you and they're gonna kill your asses, man. The Lord himself said, I'm gonna number you to the sword. You know what I mean? So you niggas, would you take this truth for a joke, man? You know what I mean? All you niggas that take this truth for a joke. You know what I mean? Now the chicken is coming home to roost, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Here's the research and information we bring out, and guess what? You niggas, some of the videos not even get, if I get 100 views, enough them get. You know what I mean? No, you're gonna be confused as hell when them things start come out.
Start coming to it. And as the
you know what I mean?
Rhyme Lab say, hey, this is the time where we're gonna say, yo, go and buy from them that sell you.
Gone.
We have trimmed our lamps. We're waiting for the bridegroom. If you don't have any oil right now, you need to go get it from them that sell.
Yeah, you see this work from home thing where them a push. It's because they want to get you on the blockchain, man.
Right.
Yeah, because that is a more efficient way to basically monitor people and basically do things efficiently online.
It's easy to monitor your activity when everything is digital, yo.
Yep.
You see me? All right, so we're going to just finish up with this last article from biohackinfo.com.
Go on.
And we're getting some scriptures. All right. Bill Gates will use microchip implants to fight the coronavirus.
Go on.
Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates will launch human implantable capsules that have digital certificates, which can show who has been tested for the coronavirus and who has been vaccinated against it. The 64-year-old tech mogul.
Boom, because guess what? Hey, this was all planned in ID 2020. You know what I mean?
All a plan.
The language of giving you a digital chip or a capsule, as I would say, that language may not come out clearly from then, but they were telling you all along that they're going to give you what? A digital ID, man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
We've always said this.
And guess what? This is 2020, and guess what? They're going to get it done.
Right.
You know what I mean? You have them shooting down the NIDS here in Jamaica last year from the courts. Let's see what's going to go on now. Know that they're going to shut down the country. You know what I mean? With this corona scare and the whole world
I'm gonna stick it.
need to get a digital ID because this is what I'm going to push now as a solution. Getting a digital ID with the vaccine.
Right.
This is the solution for all the problems you see take place right now. Yes, you know what I mean? Their matter is what? What their matter? Problem, reaction, solution, man.
Right.
So the solution is this. You know what I mean? This is the solution.
Yeah. Gates was responding to a question on how businesses will be able to operate while maintaining social distancing and said, eventually we will have to have some digital certificates to show who has recovered, has been tested recently, or when we have a vaccine who has received it. Right. The digital certificates Gate was referring to our human implantable quantum dot tattoos that researchers at MIT and Rice University are working on as a way to hold the vaccination record. I notice what them call it, quantum dot tattoos. When you look up the word mark, you see me in Revelation chapter 13 verse 16, it called an imprinted mark or a tattoo, right? Which is really an implant, right? It was last year in December when scientists from 2 universities revealed that they were working on these quantum dot tattoos after Bill Gates approached them about solving the problem of identifying those who have not been vaccinated, right? He said the quantum dot tattoos will likely be supplemented with Bill Gates' other undertaking called ID2020, which is an ambitious project by Microsoft to solve the problem of over 1 billion people who live without an officially recognized identity. ID2020 is solving through digital identity. Currently, the most feasible way of implementing digital identity is through RFID microchip implants. Right? There it is, There it is. Right? Going with a few precepts. A brother on the comment board, Shalom Yeshaya, bring out a precept there, 2 Corinthians 2 and verse 11. Least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. We know what this devil has planned. We've been seeing it through the Spirit for years now, right? The apostles have been bringing it out for well over 10 years, So no, it's coming to pass. It's kind of surreal, to see how quickly the men rolling out them agenda,
Hey, look, man. We've been seeing all them agenda basically been playing out. Not only just the ID part of the agenda. When it come on to Agenda 2030, man, we see every other move what the UN make in Jamaica, man. You know what I mean? Where the government basically implementing certain things, rushing into certain things. You know what I mean? We know that it was a part of that agenda, man, because we was on top doing the research, bringing out the information, man. You know what I mean? And guess what? One of the things where someone far-fetched is that they're gonna move it from your homes, man.
Right.
They're gonna move it from your homes. Worse, you're living in rural areas, they're gonna move it from your homes, man.
Right. And the thing is, I mean? It's not we of ourselves that come up with them things here, The script has been written in the scriptures, The Heavenly Father has given us the script, right? As blessed us with the understanding to see these things will come to pass, right? And as prophets of the Heavenly Father, it is our job to bring out this information, and we have been bringing it out, right? But the majority of people do what? The majority of people scoff, right? And now as things start to heat up, them same scoffers going to try to come back,
Yeah, people asking questions from the other day, say, what do you think about the corona?
Right. You know people who have been scoffing for years,
You're gonna get a hush, man. You're gonna get a hush, you know what I mean? You see me?
Hey, this is Psalm chapter 64, verse 1. Hear my voice, O Yahweh, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their strung like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune of laying snares privily, and they say, who shall see them?
And let me say this, man. We're going to take the position of not taking a vaccine or a chip.
Right.
And as brothers, look, man, so when they do something here, you know what I mean? Say them will come and say, you want the vaccine or the chip? And left you alone. Yeah. This thing will be mandatory. You know what I mean? So when you resist, you can resist to your death.
Right.
Yeah. Bear that in mind. And as you can see, all them shutting down the place, you know what I mean? Telling you to stay home, you know what I mean? And you have military and police on the street showing that them have total control over everything. You know what I mean? You now get no wiggle room, man.
Gone.
You know what I mean? The only wiggle room you have is Yahweh Hashem Yahweh. You know what I mean? And it can require your life.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is what we're faced with right now. You know what I mean? This is what we're faced with right now. If yours won't get quarantined and you can't move, you know, hey, you don't have no power. But the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh, man.
Right.
Can't do nothing, but Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh, and this is the type of days that we are going in right now. You know what I mean? So you have to go rest with your faith totally
in Yahweh
Hashem Yahweh, man. Because we have no other option, man. No other option. See, right now people are going to learn the full force what this man have, man. And I'm going to show him power right now. Now I'm going to show him power, man. You know what I mean? Because people are long living the illusion that them have some form of talk or them have some form of say in regards to governance, man.
And that the world is fear.
And the world is fear. Now you're going to see a real type of dictatorship when it comes on to governance, man. And new people realize they don't have an option, man. You know? And the only option them are going to do is to jump up and fight. Which basically like a plane on the man them hands. You know what I mean? Of basically calling a lot of people, man.
Right.
You know, what they're gonna do, the way how people gonna react when they get back into the corner, because that's what this is gonna do to you. You're gonna back you into the corner, and you're gonna come out fighting, man. And a lot of people gonna die. A lot of chaos is gonna ensue out here, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Starvation is coming, man. And we keep saying that, so we keep talking about the starvation thing, because one of the biggest things we're gonna hit you niggers on this island here is you niggers gonna die of starvation, man. One of the main things. You're gonna kill each other, but guess what? The main thing where you people basically go face with is starvation, because a lot of you are gonna kill each other. It's because you're gonna starve, man. You know what I mean? And it'll come right around the corner, You actually hear somebody say, yo, them go 4 days without food in a quarantine zone. You know what I mean? The whole island is gonna be shut down like Bull Bay, man. The whole island is gonna be shut down, man. And people gonna have to resort to rioting, man, and coming up against the security forces, man. That's what coming, man. That's what coming. Because the security forces them don't have the resources in order to handle the situation that is coming up on you, niggers, man. Right. You know what I mean? So enough food not about to feed you, niggers, when a shutdown take place, man. Rationing not go on. But guess what? The food coming to this island, we've been saying it. The events that gonna transpire from abroad, those events gonna cause it that food are gonna be on the minimal in Jamaica. The global supply chain is being disrupted now, and it's gonna be worse in the coming days, man.
Right.
It's gonna be worse.
So they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the art is deep.
Right. And the part of that is to decimate the people upon the earth using famine, man. Famine and war and civil uproar. You know what I mean? That's what these men plan, man. You know what I mean? They're going to use these strategies what them have in order to bring about a new world order. And the chaos that is coming. You don't have the least idea. You don't have the least idea how chaotic things are basically moving nonchalant. You know, we're in the town yesterday and everybody's like, for a couple of days, everybody was hyped with this coronavirus protection thing. sanitizing spray, mask, gloves. Yesterday, come like say, oh, there was not such thing as corona. So the Prime Minister now have to take deeper measures. Basically, they say on the TV, say, oh, they have to take deeper measures because people now take the thing serious. So them say for lockdown bar and them thing at a certain time, yeah, people who open them bar same way.
Right.
So now the thing all gets stiff because you niggas think this thing is a joke. You know what I mean? You're gone back to your regular life, like everything is okay, man. You know what I mean? You not get wake up yet.
Right.
Them are gonna wake up. The scripture, you know, tell you, see, every man are gonna wake up eventually. It says some are gonna wake up to everlasting life, and some are gonna wake up to everlasting shame and contempt. Eventually, people gonna know what the hell happened, man. You know what I mean? What the hell? Oh, yeah, you're gonna know what happened, man. You see me?
All right. So Psalm chapter 41 verse 8. But mine eyes are unto thee, O Lord, Yahweh. In thee is my trust. I leave not my soul destitute. Keep me from the snares which they have laid for me, and the gins of the workers of iniquity.
And guess what? You Christians have been puffing up your mouth and chatting all type of something. We're gonna see who's gonna protect you. We're gonna see who's gonna be a protection, man.
Right.
You know, Jesus now can't do nothing for none of them.
Let the wicked fall into their own nets, whilst that I withal escape.
Because hey, the so-called elite, this is what them do. Eventually, it's all get out of them hand. And I mean, the brother discuss, he say, these men have deadly viruses, man. See? And the question was why they using corona to scare the world. And when corona is not even that it basically lesser than the flu. The flu basically have a higher mortality rate than it. So why using this virus? You know what I mean? And the conclusion was the reason why them don't put out something more deadly because them themselves fear what them have. You know what I mean? Them themselves fear what them have. Them fear the nuclear bombs. You know what I mean? Because they have different type of treaties basically in order to get rid of them bombs. You know, stock treaty and all them treaty there. You know,
enough for them don't want to use it.
Them not really want to use it, but them are the last option. Those weapons are last option, man. If all the work out, all them want to work out, them have to turn to plan B. You know what I mean? And a plan A. So them have, guess what? Them have viruses where actually can do the job. What they actually see the scare them try to put out there. Them have virus, so them have to use the media to push that scare. People would have learned by just the fact that the virus is on the ground, man. Them niggas can't release the Spanish flu. Them have the Spanish flu. Them can't release all that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But them themselves fear these viruses, man. Because them don't know how much them can control it if them release it in the wild.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Scripture from the comment, boy. This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince who standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that is written in the book.
Yeah, the time of trouble is here, man. And as I speak about the virus, look, man, see if the corona don't fear die down, and it not work as efficient how they want it to work, they're gonna have to release something we have to convince her for real, man. And not say, oh, you know, I just mutate the corona, mutate or it mix with another virus and now it become more deadlier when something else they release. Yeah, they might do that. They might just have to do that. This no work. You know what I mean? Because this is it. This is basically them trying. This is not a drill, man. Them going at it this time around. So anything fail here, the backup plan is them are gonna release something more deadly.
Right.
You know what I mean? And blame it on mutation, man.
Yep. Easy.
So you better pray. You better pray this one work out in favor for them.
Hey,
you know?
Either way, not go use the phone, yo.
All right.
Right. Either way, not go use the phone.
You know?
All right. Second is just chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the words, in the ears of my people, the words of prophecy, which I will put in their mouth, said the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee, and let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the earth.
Right.
The sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Right.
For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their earthful works are fulfilled.
You see them plagues of the Most High. Every scripture concerning the last time. Every scripture concerning the last time the Most High mentioned them things specifically because they work hand in hand. They work hand in hand. You know what I mean? The plagues them, they work hand in hand. The sword and famine and death. You know what I mean? Work hand in hand. You see me? Famine always accompany all them things, man. And famine is a fearful one. Out of all. Because even the man who angle the sword, seeing, can potentially starve to death, man.
Right.
You know?
Can't eat the sword.
You can't eat the sword. You know what I mean? So that is scary. It's scripture tell us that it's better for them that die by the sword than them who die of famine, man. You know what I mean? So that's the scary one.
Right.
The one that I will catch a lot of you people, man.
Yeah. This is jump down to verse 11. It says, "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that God shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail. To the blasting and hail and fearful constellation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hand."
Hey, man, watch Ice Age farmer. They might show you like certain crops basically. I might tell you oh the scenario of famine basically are set up. And I might show you some certain crops mess up because of the weather, or the weather off. You know what I mean? Small fault on all them corn and all them type of thing. They see me. So the thing kind of hard right now when it comes to production. You have workers basically being denied access, you know, to some of the major farms that are basically in the States and certain other places. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna say, yo, if the workers them come in, then can cultivate and reap. So cultivate and plant anything, much as to have anything for reap, man. And the workers now come in, you know what I mean, because of certain policy with the government basically do. So them things are deliberate, man, because them are engineer farming, man. They are engineering and farming. And when concerning the weather and all that, seeing these men basically have them hand into that too. You know what I mean? Ultimately it's the Lord, but it play out in these effects, man.
Just the wicked of the sword of the Lord.
You have a locust infestation over there in Africa. You know what I mean? So you have all these things happening simultaneously. You know what I mean? To make this thing, you know, come to pass. So the Lord say, come. You know what I mean? So hey, look, seeing this scripture say, "Oh, seek ye the Lord." Hey, this is at the final warning before the doors of the ark shut, man. And trust me, it's about close. It's about close, man. See, so that you niggas gonna be on your own. You're gonna be on your own. You know what I mean? As I say, tight lips. You know, the mouths gonna be shut. Because when the Lord is already giving us signs that, look, man, we're about to stop this thing. Right. You know what I mean? The reduction of how many men can go on the road here in Jamaica. It's gonna go down. Right now, 20 hours police check on us last night to see how much are we standing out there in the corner, man. You know what I mean? And the number is gonna reduce as the days go by. It'll come down to 10, then it come down to 0.
The Trinidad camp of split into
2, yeah. 10. No, 10 at Trinidad. Right. Jamaica now, but we know it's gonna step down to 10. And when it move down to 10, we know it's gonna go down to 0, just like in the States, man.
California is on lockdown.
And then one mandate, and when brothers stop going on, that's a sign. When you see brothers go on the street or teach, it's a sign from the Lord. You know what I mean? And then those channels where basically they have hard information that brothers been bringing out for all these years. YouTube delete them, and more is gonna be deleted, man. More of these are gonna be deleted. So you can't find it on the road. Then you can't find the videos then for watch. So you're gonna get a problem. You know what I mean? The Lord take him time, I cut off the word from me, man. Right. I cut off the word from me, man. The famine is here, and you niggers, man. Time is up, and you niggers, man. The time is up, man. You know what I mean? It's only a matter of weeks, maybe I have left to see anything concerning the world, and it gets too late. You can't consume all this information in such a short period of time. You know what I mean? God be with you. You know what I mean? You was laughing and joking and take this thing for joke over the years, but I've been doing this, man. You know? Appreciate, bro.
From another word, priest.
You know what I mean? You despise the word of the Lord, man. All this time I've been despising the word of the Lord. You know, and no, it's jumping up to bite you in the ass, man. When I bite you in the ass, no shit is getting real. I just see some and things that are happening right now that is unprecedented. So therefore draw your attention. You know? No one of them cut off the football. Oh, we could take the football and we take the sporting events, the party that they can get your attention, make you know say you're something serious going on. Because Jay couldn't give a hell about the corona, nothing. Once them can see them sports and them something the same way, you know. And guess what? You're still distracted. You have the internet. See if you can be distracted. So the elite say, oh, you man. I could just text social media and them things from them because them not pay attention to what going on. Yeah? Right. Them need the attention, man.
Right. So Amos 8 verse 11. The old days come, said the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. And they shall wander from sea to sea, from north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. Right?
Yep. No more channel from Jamaica. No more channel from the States. No more channel from the United Kingdom. Because you know, if you literally travel from sea to sea, you can just click on a brother channel from a different country, you can't find a video for them. You know what I mean? no camps, no out on the road. That's what's gonna happen, man.
Right.
That's what's gonna happen, and you niggas gonna be like a fish out of water, and all them things are gonna come up on you unprepared. You know what I mean? Unprepared. Yeah. This wasn't a joke from day one, and it's not a joke today, and you just have to realize I'm not joking. It's too late, man. Too late. Yeah. You're gonna find out, brother.
All right. Well, pretty much just a recap. You know, we brought out that the ID2020 movement is pretty much going to be a part of the global vaccination effort to fight this coronavirus and whatever else them bring up with it, yo. Just bringing brothers up to speed, you know, and a few sisters out there watch. That's pretty much it. Right.
So what that was called a lot, Kodash. And also the apostles of great stone. Shalom to all the brothers out there in the highway and byway preaching this word in sincerity and in truth. Hey, shalom, Yashaya.
Right, Yashamar.
Yeah.
Shalom, birds.
Shalom.